So, why do you feel distant from God? I got 4 points here that may help you get closer to God and maybe something that you're doing right now that's distancing yourself from God. Now, number 1, your heart isn't tuned into God. And what I mean by that is that your heart specifically desires the things of this world, the things of this world that are temporary and will not last forever. But God is eternal, and the things of this world that are temporary will not truly fulfill us. When we have really high highs or really low lows, they will not truly fulfill us. If we try and find peace and joy in anything of this world, we will not be able to. I don't know if you noticed, but if you really try and put all your hard work, effort, and time in some things, yeah, it might work out, but it truly will not fulfill you because our heart all has a God-shaped hole inside of it, and we all need the Lord to be able to fill that hole. We cannot feel secure in things of this world, but we can only feel secure in God, because God, Jesus, is our rock, and the things of this world are like quicksand. Now, number 2, praying and reading your word. Now, I would argue that this is probably one of the most important things that you could do to feel closer to God and be able to have a true relationship with Him and be in communion with Him. Now, when you pray, you're literally speaking to God. You're literally in communion with Him, praying through the Spirit, being able to communicate with Him. And reading the Word is essential so that you know who God is. Because when you know who God is, you can be able to talk to Him, know what He specifically commands for you and desires for you in your life. When you pray and when you read His Word, it shows and it will show that you are truly seeking Him and you will find Him. Now, number 3, you are feeding your flesh and not your spirit. Now, what I mean by that is that when you feed your flesh only cares about what is happening right now. It doesn't care about the future, doesn't care about the past. It only cares about what is happening right now and how it can be filled up the most. But our spirit will be eternal and is eternal. And our spirit desires God. And because our spirit desires God, it is in contrary to our flesh. Because our flesh only cares about the temporary and the things specifically of this world. And when we feed our flesh, our spirit dies out. And when our spirit dies out, our flesh lives. And when our flesh lives, it lives for the world. Therefore, we live for the world. Now, number 4. Now, this one might be a little controversial. I don't know how you're about to feel about this, but I personally think that it is something that could deeply affect us and impact us in our relationship with God. And it is influenced by principalities and demons. Now, what I mean by that is that when we listen to secular music or watching R-rated movies that we probably shouldn't be listening to, in terms of things like that, we can be demonically influenced. Now, things most often, not all, but most often, things of Hollywood, movies, music, anything like that, it is prayed over not to God, but by demonic influence. Now, I don't know if you notice, but when you listen to rap music or anything that's secular, or you watch anything that's secular, you'll notice that after that, your mood and attitude kind of changes. You're demonically influenced by these things, these outside sources, because your eyes and your ears are the gateway to your soul. Now listen, if you got any more questions or any other ideas that could further your relationship with God, or something that you feel like in your life is distancing yourself from God, drop it down in the comments. Let me know. Make sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to read your Bible and pray. God bless.